Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Call of Duty 2021 video, rumoured to be called WWII Vanguard by SHGames. Well, earlier this week we obviously got the Activision investor call in which they officially revealed that this year's Call of Duty will in fact be developed by SHGames. Obviously this has been rumoured for quite some time now, but it's good to see Activision officially confirming it. There has been some recent rumours going around that Call of Duty 2021 is having trouble and could potentially be cancelled. There has also been some rumours that Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered would instead be releasing this year. Well, all of those rumours, just like I suspected within my video the other day, last week, talking about this subject, all of that was in fact false. According to Activision, this year's Call of Duty is on track and is shaping up quite nicely. Obviously, they say that every single year, so we don't really know how accurate their wording is, because they're obviously going to say good things about their game. They're not going to sabotage it, especially not at an investor call. So yeah, all of the clowns like Warzone News over on Twitter are just making stuff up like usual. I understand that in the leak scene, stuff often is misconstrued or stuff ends up being incorrect because the developers change their mind. Obviously, games are an ever-evolving thing, and that's why leaks may sometimes have inaccuracies, like you've seen countless times in the past, especially with the leaks that I used to cover. But people like Warzone News do not have sources, they just make stuff up out of thin air. He was even saying that this year's Call of Duty wouldn't feature a campaign, and he said it's not coming from their usual source, like they have any sources. They just steal information from data miners and rehash what they are saying. That's just a nice little defense for him to be like, well, if this ends up not being correct, this wasn't coming from my usual source, and that is why, when really it was just him making it up. It is annoying to see stuff like this going on in the community, especially when I used to cover leaks. One of the most annoying things was people not believing stuff, and it's people like Warzone News that give the leak scene a bad reputation because they just blatantly make stuff up, and that's what causes people to not trust other people who are reporting on genuine information coming from genuine sources. In Activision's investor call, not only did they confirm a campaign, but obviously they confirmed multiplayer. They did also confirm that the game will be integrated with Warzone. This was inevitable, but there was some rumors and speculation going around that it wouldn't be. I don't really know why. It was obvious that this would be the case. In terms of how it's going to be integrated into Warzone, I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure all of the weapons and stuff like that will transition over. People have even been speculating that maybe we could see a World War II version of Verdansk. I hope not. I hope we see a brand new map. My current theory is we might end up seeing the Ural Mountains map after all. This is just a theory. No one really has any information, but in the zombie storyline, Nazi zombies are escaping from the dark ether that we will likely see in this next Berlin zombies map. So maybe those Nazi zombies are going to spread to Verdansk in 1984 that just so happens to take place right by the Ural Mountains. Furthermore, we had the Nazi zombies turn up on the Vodianoi ship, so that could be the way that they connect WWII Vanguard with Warzone. It could be done via zombies, and I think that would be awesome. Maybe that could even be some of the focus for the campaign, where it delves into some of the secret stuff the Nazis were doing when they were sending soldiers into the dark ether as a last-ditch effort to secure victory in the war, as they would return at a later date, and because time works differently in the dark ether, it would give them hundreds if not thousands of years to prepare for their return to take over the world, or whatever the hell they want to do. In the Activision investor call, Activision did say there will be a co-op mode in the game, but they didn't confirm what that is. But I honestly think it will be zombies. Warzone News once again went on to say, oh, there won't be zombies in this game, even though they never confirmed it in the investor call. They literally just said there's going to be a co-op mode, so we don't know what that is, but I think it's probably going to be zombies because Black Ops Cold War Zombies has been so successful. So in terms of an investor standpoint and in terms of Activision standpoint, it did well this year, so why not have it the next year? We didn't see zombies in Modern Warfare because zombies was on a downhill trend. We saw that its popularity was starting to decrease as it was just becoming too saturated, but Black Ops Cold War seems to have rejuvenated that. It's been very successful. It's had more players than any other previous zombies installment, so I think definitely we will be seeing zombies in this year, and the fact that all of the Call of Duty games now are in the same universe, it makes perfect sense to see a Black Ops Cold War Zombies prequel with WWII Vanguard. Because of the Nazis being sent into the dark ether, we could explore some of the backstory to that, and some of the original stuff stuff with Project Endstation. If they do have zombies in World War II Vanguard, which, as I was saying, we do not have a confirmation, but I feel like we will, I feel like the gameplay is going to be pretty similar to Black Ops Cold War zombies in terms of its mechanics. Now, I feel like the game's movement is going to be more similar to Modern Warfare, but in terms of the mechanics with salvage and stuff like that, I think we're pretty much going to see the same thing with World War II Vanguard because it's been pretty successful with Black Ops Cold War. I think they'll go for that easier to jump into zombies experience instead of the more complex maps like Mob of the Dead and Origins, which require you to watch 50 billion tutorials on YouTube before hopping into the maps. The final thing that I want to say is that a lot of people are a bit wary of SHGames because obviously the last World War II game they produced wasn't that great. Granted, they did fix the game once the overhaul swung around, but the majority of people just stopped playing the game before that even happened because it just had such a poor launch. But SHGames have opened up a new studio in Australia. They just announced that they've opened up a new studio in Toronto in Canada, and SHGames now have more employees than any other Call of Duty developer, I believe. They have hired thousands and thousands of new people. It's insane. We do know that they are working on multiple Call of Duty projects now, and they're probably working on some other Activision projects that aren't even related to Call of Duty. Activision did say in the investor call that they will be trying to make their other franchises similar to Call of Duty as well, at least in terms of a business standpoint. So I'm guessing their other franchises will be taking the same approach where they have some sort of free-to-play experience like Warzone, and then they have the main releases that are tied into that free-to-play experience. They're probably going to be trying to emulate that, and I feel like SHGames are probably going to be working on some other franchise under Activision, or potentially even a new IP, but they are probably also working as a support studio helping out with the other Call of Duty games. Now, they have had around 2 years to make this game because obviously they were initially working on Call of Duty 2020 before Treyarch took over in assistance with Raven Software. So despite that, I think it's not going to be too bad because of the fact that a bunch of the other Call of Duty developers are going to be assisting with this game. It seems like every single game is now a collaborative effort where multiple different developers are working on it, and people are saying maybe that is bad because, you know, too many developers means too many different creative ideas clashing against each other, basically having too many people with a paintbrush trying to paint the same painting. And I guess that is an argument to be made that can be countered with good management, but we know from behind the scenes info from Call of Duty that development is very messy. But yeah, I'm not too worried about this game, to be honest. I think it's going to be pretty alright. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but I do think it's going to be at least okay, I'm hoping. I have no idea what the campaign's going to be about though, because we could see returning characters like Reznov, maybe even Captain Price's father, considering the fact that it will be set in the same universe as Black Ops and Modern Warfare, and apparently some of the game is going to be taking place in the 1950s, so I don't really know what the plot for the campaign's going to be. Maybe it could tie into zombie stuff, maybe it's going to be completely unrelated, but yeah, I don't think the setting is bad. A lot of people are saying they're bored of World War II, but we only saw one previous World War II Call of Duty game. Before then, we hadn't seen a World War II Call of Duty since World at War, so yes, there is a lot of World War II Call of Duties, but they've not been out for a while, and I guess we've also had Battlefield going back to World War I and World War II, but I do think there is a lot of room in World War II that Call of Duty has never explored, and I don't think the setting makes a Call of Duty game, or any game for that matter. All that matters is the gameplay and the creativity that the developers have. If you have a creative mind, it doesn't matter which time setting you are in, you can be creative with it. After all, World at War is what spawned the Nazi zombies mode, and none of that is historically accurate. That's just playing off of the weird Nazi conspiracy theories. So they could definitely play around with history. They don't have to stick to exact history. The last thing I want to say is, when will World War II Vanguard be revealed? Well, I think it's going to be revealed within Season 4 for Black Ops Cold War. Activision did say it's going to be a couple months or so from now, but it's relatively soon, and I do think it's going to be revealed in Warzone again, probably sometime during the middle of Season 4, which is scheduled to release around June 15th or June 16th according to the Battle Pass end date for Season 3. And the reason why I think it's going to be revealed within Season 4 via a live event similar to the Black Ops Cold War reveal event is because of the fact that data miners have found references to a reveal event for Season 4. Initially, they thought that maybe the 1980s version of Verdansk might have been delayed for Season 4. Thankfully, the nuke event wasn't delayed until then, and rather that code was just misinterpreted, and according to Zesty COD leaks, this event is called X2 and will feature armored trains and ambushes. And Black Ops Cold War's reveal event in the file Miles was referred to as X1 Finn. So yeah, this makes it sound like this is going to be the reveal event for World War II Vanguard. I don't know what the armored train or ambushes is going to revolve though. It does sound pretty interesting. As it was saying, I wonder whether this event is going to somehow tie into the Nazi zombies, because we still don't know why Nazi zombies were on the Vodiano ship, so maybe that's got something to do with World War II Vanguard. Anyways, that's everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, as always, in the comment section down below. Also, apologies that I've not had many videos lately. There's not really too much happening with Call of Duty right now. We're in a bit of a down period, and I've just not been that interested in Call of Duty and making videos right now, but I'm going to be getting back into the swing of things. I'll have some videos coming out about Season 4 and Season 3 Reloaded and stuff like that. I guess we're just waiting for the Outbreak Easter egg now with Season 3, sometime later in Season 3, and then the zombie stuff will start getting more spicy, because right now we haven't had a new zombies map for quite some time, so inevitably community interest is a lot lower than usual. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.